Our top story, the latest on the pandemic. Millions of Americans who got the Pfizer vaccine waiting for a big decision from the FDA about boosters.
They are expected to give their authorization for that third shot by the end of the day. And then the CDC will give their recommendation for who will be first in line to get the shot. Steve Osunsami is at the CDC in Atlanta tracking it all for us. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Robin. Of the 3 available vaccines for COVID-19 in America, the one that we're focusing on is the one made by Pfizer. The FDA is set to approve a booster shot for the Pfizer vaccine, which means that some Americans who've already gotten 2 shots from Pfizer will soon be eligible for a third.
It will be another way to fight this stubborn pandemic. Multiple sources tell us that before the end of the day, they expect that the FDA will say yes to a third shot of the Pfizer vaccine for millions of Americans. The decision then goes to the scientists at the CDC, where they'll decide whether to recommend the Pfizer booster shots to any or all of the following Americans: people over 65 or who have health conditions that put them at high risk, or frontline workers like nurses, doctors, police officers, and grocery store workers. In Ohio, more help can't come fast enough. The governor says that his state is seeing the highest hospitalization numbers yet for people under 50 years old.
The clear difference between these younger Ohioans and the older Ohioans is the rate of vaccination.
And in Alabama, an ugly truth. For the first time in the state's history, there were more deaths in the year 2020 than there were births.
We are seeing a decrease in the number of patients that are in the hospital, but unfortunately, it's not because all of them are getting better and going home to their families and going back to their jobs. These patients are dying.
Nationally, the number of Americans sick with COVID in the country's hospitals is starting to level off, but 10 states are still reporting a record number of hospitalizations, and 6 states are running out of beds in the ICU, with no more than 10% of them available. The federal government is trying to help the states this morning with people and equipment, sending 50 ambulances and 100 healthcare workers to North Carolina. Alaska and West Virginia are each asking for 50 ventilators, and the Department of Defense is sending 23 military medical workers to Tennessee.
Here's the timeline now for those booster shots from Pfizer. The FDA could make a decision by the end of the day, the CDC by the end of this week, which means that people who've gotten the Pfizer vaccine could start getting the booster shots as early as Friday. If your vaccine is Moderna or Johnson & Johnson, the federal government is saying that it could be another 2 weeks before a decision is made on those boosters. Robin?
Have to wait and see. All right, Steve, thank you. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.